Prynhawn da, a chroeso I ddinas Cardiff ac I seremoni radio Prifysgol Cardiff. Good afternoon and welcome to the city of Cardiff and to the graduation ceremony of Cardiff University. I'm Dr. Chris Turner, and it is with great pleasure that as University Director I welcome you all to today's graduation ceremony. We're here to celebrate our students' achievements, and I am particularly pleased to welcome parents, family and friends to join in this celebration. I'm joined here on stage by the President, the Vice-Chancellor, the academic staff and the Students' Union representative. The President of the University, Lord Kinnock, will formally open proceedings, and the Vice-Chancellor, Dr. David Grant, will receive students to their award. To my left is Professor Paul Atkinson, the University's orator, and later he will introduce our Honorary Fellow. Honorary Fellowships are awarded at our graduation ceremonies to those who have achieved international distinction in their field, and today we are honoured to welcome Mr. Gerard Walsh. Students, today marks a marvellous milestone in your life, as it does in the lives of those who have supported you over the last few years, and it's good to see that so many of them are here today. I'm sure it will enhance your understanding and enjoyment of the day if we spend a few moments going through the procedures for the ceremony. Now, for those of you receiving an award today, perhaps you thought passing your exams was the biggest challenge in gaining your degree. But an even bigger challenge faces you today. You have still to cross this stage and shake hands with the correct person. Try not to seek your award from anyone other than the Vice-Chancellor. Now, the order of proceedings is included in the programme, along with the words used for the various stages of the ceremony, and they're under the relevant heading. A presenter will read out the names of the students being received to the same award. When each name is called, the student will ascend the stage, walk towards the Vice-Chancellor and shake his hand. Now, whilst past experience has shown this to be a little more challenging than it sounds, your approach to the stage and your return to your seat will be carefully guided by our specially trained marshals. So don't worry. Once the ceremony is underway, it really is a case of follow the leader. When you leave the stage, you will stand with your group facing the stage, and the Vice-Chancellor will formally receive you to your awards. You will doff in reply, and you'll then be reseated by the marshals. When all awards have been received, students will be asked to stand to receive the university's greetings, and I will ask all those who have received an undergraduate diploma or degree in any aspect of healthcare to stand for the recital of the medical oath. Also, and importantly, can I invite you to clap only after the Vice-Chancellor has admitted each group of graduates to their awards, and not as each one crosses the stage. This will ensure that your hands are still in reasonable working order by the end of the ceremony. Finally, can I also ask that you check and ensure that your mobile phone is switched off. We will be providing some musical entertainment later in the ceremony, and I can assure you it'll be better than anything your combined ringtones can produce. Lastly, and most importantly, enjoy the ceremony.
Good afternoon, Prynhawn da. As President of the University, it's my very great pleasure to welcome everyone here to this degree congregation, and I offer particularly warm greetings to parents, partners, and others whose love and support has obviously played a direct and very significant part in achieving the successes that we are celebrating in this congregation today. I also offer my warm personal congratulations to those who are graduating. I rejoice in your achievement, and you can be absolutely certain that the qualification that you've earned will be held in high regard, not just in the United Kingdom, but right across the planet. Such is the respect now commanded by this university. And the reputation for excellence in teaching and research has been won over 125 years in which this university has been in existence. To maintain that distinction, Cardiff University continues its strong commitment to advances in learning with investment that now takes place at £1 million a week. And it's spread across high technology, student accommodation, and throughout the medical sciences and dentistry. And those developments also reinforce Cardiff's standing as one of the United Kingdom's premier research-led universities. We are officially recognised to be in the top 7 of 106 institutions in the UK for the quality of research. And in recent years, especially since the merger between the university and the School of Medicine, we've seen huge rises in the awards won by the staff of this university. This year, Cardiff attracted new research funding which surpassed £110 million for the first time ever. And those awards were won by staff working across a huge spectrum of activities in the university. It's performance like that which also this year gained recognition for Cardiff as one of the top 100 universities in the whole world. That was a happy coincidence, a marvellous way to mark our first 125 years in the service of the education of people. And as we celebrate that first 1¼ centuries, there's much more to acclaim. It includes, for instance, the award of this year's Nobel Prize for Medicine to Professor Sir Martin Evans, and the winning of the Queen's Anniversary Prize by the Institute of Medical Genetics. The achievements include, again this year, the launch in Cardiff of one of the world's most powerful supercomputers. And then, of course, there are the national and international prizes, awards, distinctions gained by our academic staff, and the sporting, cultural and academic achievements of our students. And then, as icing on it all, there's the astounding success of our 2-year-old Cardiff International Academy of Voice, one of whose current students, Paula Greenwood, will be performing for us at the end of this congregation. All these and many other attainments give manifold proof of prowess, of advancing standards, of excellence, of opportunity, of innovation, and above all, of course, they give proof of Cardiff's commitment to nourishing the talents and potential of those who come here to learn from all parts of the world and all cultures of the world in order to fulfill themselves and in order to enable them to put themselves at the service of wider humanity. Of course, it's those achievements, the achievements of the students, which are the greatest source of satisfaction to staff and everybody connected with the university, and that's what we are here to celebrate today. So, I thank you for your attention. I hope you enjoy the ceremony, and please feel free to be as rumbustious as you want to be in your celebration.
Darllenir y proclamasiwn ffurfiol cynulliad yn gyntaf yn Gymraeg ac yna'n Saesneg. The formal proclamation of the congregation will be read first in Welsh and then in English. Nerth gwlad ei gwybodaeth. A nation's strength is in its learning. Boed hysbys i holl aelodau'r brifysgol ac ar hyd a lled y byd, bod cynulliad o Brifysgol Caerdydd yn cael ei gynnal heddiw ym mhrifddinas Cymru. O dan awdurdod Siarter Frenhinol y Brifysgol, mae'r cynulliad hwn yn cyfarfod i dderbyn y myfyrwyr sydd yn rhinweddu hestudaethau a'i hysgolheictod wedi harholi'n briodol yn unol â statudau'r Brifysgol ac wedi cael yn deilwng o'i graddau. Wrth ddathlu llwyddiant y rhai sy'n graddio yn y cynulliad hwn, fe'i hatgoffwn o'i cyfrifoldeb i gyfrannu o werthoedd y Brifysgol hon. Nod iddynt hwy i'w ceisio, drwy eu cyflawniadau, wasanaethu'r lles pawb, ymdrechu i sicrhau rhagoriaeth ym mhopeth ac yn boeni am ddyfodol ein byd. Gwrandewch yn awchus ar feithineb, gan ei fod yn cynnig gobaith a gwirionedd ym mhob cenhedlaeth. Let it be known to all members of the university and throughout the world that today in the capital city of Wales, a congregation of Cardiff University is taking place. Under the authority of the university's Royal Charter, this congregation meets to receive those students who, by virtue of their studies and scholarship, have been appropriately examined according to the statutes of the university and were found worthy of their degrees. We celebrate the success of those who graduate in this congregation, and in doing so, remind them of their responsibility to share in the values of the university. It is for them to seek, through their achievements, to serve the common good, to strive for excellence on all things, and care for the future of our world. Be attentive to wisdom, for it offers hope and truth in every generation.
I, Professor David Winford Thomas, introduce those who have received the degree of Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery. Faraz Mahmood Ali. Catherine Alana Brigid Allenson. Jonathan James Barlow. Hannah Elizabeth Barry. Elizabeth Mary Barton. Morgan Griffith Rees Bailey. Emily Sarah Bailey. Lee James Beale. Robin Beavis. Shadi Asiye Bailey. Peter George Jones. Andrew John Biffin. Catherine Gemma Binns. Thomas Charles Bird. Paul Blake. Nicholas Blundell. Melissa Blythe. Kate Alina Boyce. Catherine Ann Bradshaw. Helen Sarah Bradshaw. Charlotte Brown. David Brown. Rebecca Brankin. Michael Bryant. Timothy Buckle. Emily Rowena Burrow. Jonathan Martin Burrows.
Now, good afternoon. At this point in the ceremony, and at other equivalent times, it is a tradition of the University for the Vice-Chancellor to speak in Welsh to receive each group of graduates to their awards. The Welsh phrase I will use, when translated, means, "Through the authority conferred upon me by the University, I receive you to the award or degree which I will name, and to all the privileges of that degree." Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol am ddiriedwyd I mi derbyniad chwi I radd baglor mewn meddygaeth a baglor mewn llawfeddygaeth ag I holl fyraniau rachon. Congratulations.
David Burton. Thomas William Burton. Mark Thomas Burtonwood. Frances Helen Kane. Sarah Frances Kerr. Jane Elizabeth Carter. Jung Suk Chow. Susan Mary Clark. Thomas Malcolm Cleland. Emma Louise Collins. Gemma Tuesday Collins. Robert James Colliver. Jennifer Helen Connolly. Lewis Michael Connolly. Duncan Patrick Courtney. Joanna Suzanne Cowland. Thomas Cromarty. Pamela Jane Curtis. David Geraint Check. Lara Amy Darcy. Alan Owen Davis. Amy Davis. Kerry Louise Davis. Louise Davis. Rian Shan Davis. Robin Davis.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol am ddiriedwyd I mi derbyniad chwi I'r baglor mewn methygaeth a baglor mewn llawfeddygaeth, ac I holl ffreniau rath hon. Congratulations.
Rhian Matthew Davis. Sunita Dinsa. Sarah Lowry Deneen. Laura Catherine Donaldson. Nirvana Louisa Douglas. Rebecca Jane Doyle. Edward James Drew. Anne-Marie Dunsby. Sarah Elizabeth Eastwood. Polly Erica. Adam Ali Isa. Rhiannon May Evans. Sarah Beth Evans. Tom Evans. Martin Fawcett. Helen Fielding. Anna Gwyneth Fitzpatrick. Kieran George Foley. Catherine Margaret Forgy. Nicola Jane Foster. Rhea Elizabeth Fraser. Ricky Dillon Fraser. Andrew George Fripp. Sarah Louise Fry. Sakina Sada Guman.
Trwy awdurdod a Prifysgol ymddirchiedwyd I mi derbaniau chwi i'r baglor mewn methygaeth a baglor mewn llawfeddygaeth ac ei holl freiniau rachon. Congratulations.
Hannah Glover. Stephen Graham Godfrey. Kimberly Goldstein Jackson. Amanda Elizabeth Good. Kate Suzanne Gordon. James Peter Goff. Josephine Claire Gray. Lawrence Alexander Gray. Katie Joanna Greenwood. David Griffith. Andrew Lloyd Griffiths. Simon Hadjizimu. Jessica Ruth Hale. Maud Kalik Hamdan. Charlene Bianca Hapuavachi. David Alexander Harvey. Kezia Robin Hearn. Lisa Michelle Heath. Charles Heffer. Laura Helen Hinchcliffe. Joseph Michael Hobson. Elspeth Claire Holbrook. Joshua Holden. Matthew David Hoskins. Megan Howarth.
Rwy awdurdod y Brifysgol ymddiriedwyd i mi derbynnu a chwi i radd baglor mewn meddygaeth a baglor mewn llawfeddygaeth ac i holl frenio radd hon. Congratulations.
Katie Elizabeth Hughes. Natalie Hughes. Brython Hewell. Amna Nazish Kibal. Rebecca Isles. Bradley Stewart James. Mererid Lewis James. Richard James. Nora Jassim. Rachel Eleanor Jeffries. Peter Eric Jeffrey. Catherine Samantha Jennings. Dylan Clear John. Andrew James Johnson. Claire Nadine Jones. Hilary Meyer Jones. Emma Laura Jones. Ffion Ellen Jones. Hannah Elizabeth Jones. Nevis Wynne Jones. Rachel Hillary Jones. Sioned Jones. Sian Angharad Jones. Stephanie Ann Jones. Catherine Judson.
Rwy awdurdod a brifysgol am ddirchiedwyd I mi derbaniau chwi I radd baglor mewn meddygaeth a baglor mewn llawfeddygaeth ac ei holl ffraniau radd hon. Congratulations.
Madhumadi Kanan. Shanjista Kantharuban. Aina Salwa Kasim. Navpreet Kaur. Rhian Marie Kemba. Fiona Jane Kenny. Catherine Helen Kershaw. Myra Kabanda. Lawrence Rory Kidd. Thomas Lancaster Kitchen. Victoria Barbara Cuppers. Stephanie Claire Lamb. Charlotte Lehman. Keen Shay Lee. Cindy Zing Long. Stephen John Lewis. Chow Lim. Wei Sing Lu. Iona McCullum. Ali Jassim Mahdi. Gaur Abbas Malik. Alexis Banning. Connor Owen Martin. Robin Martin. Siobhan Jane McLuhan.
Rwy awdurdod a brifysgol am ddiorchiedwyd I mi derbaniau chwi I radd baglor mewn meddygaeth a baglor mewn llawfeddygaeth ac ei holl ffraniau radd hon. Congratulations.
Mark Edward McClure. Leanne Elizabeth McDermott. Robert William MacLeod. Claire Eleanor Meager. Joseph Marola. Thomas Alexander Misich. Catherine Jane Millington. Isabel Mitchell. Francesca Morgan. Claire Morcane. Bethan Mary Morris. Nicholas Mowbray. Natasha Louise Murray. Asia Natasia Musa. Anna Francesca Knott. Juliet Oakley. Brendan O'Brien. James O'Connor. Kieran James Oglesby. Jason O'Neill. Ellen David Owen. Catherine Mena Owen. Katie Marie Owens. Jaya Madhura Parasuraman. Zara Angela Paris.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor mewn meddygaeth a baglor mewn llafeddygaeth ac I holl fryniau'r rathon. Congratulations.
Jodie Parker. Catherine Linda Parker. Owen Allen Parker. Kate Payne. Helen Lindsay Pierce. Mehiri Paris. Elizabeth Jane Pellow. Shagufta Penka. Ruth Mary Pennington. Rory James Peters. Geraint Rhys Phillips. Rachel Helen Phipps. Karen Mary Pincheth. Charles Alexanderson Pope. Jenna Leanne Powell. Louise Jane Price. Karina Susan Pride. Edward Hugh Pritchard Rowlands. Michelle Sophia Vaspa. Charlotte Rose Rawlings. Sarah Elizabeth Raywood. Geraint John Rees. Elizabeth Clare Riley. Angharad Rona Reno. Angharad Shanid Roberts. Ellen Marid Roberts. Hannah Elizabeth Rowe.
Trwy awdurdod y Brifysgol ymddirchiedwyd I mi derbaniad chwi I rar baglor mewn meddygaeth a baglor mewn llawfeddygaeth ag I holl ffyraniau rachon. Congratulations.
Ian David Rudd. Vincent Ryan. Shan Sahar. David Gwynfor Samuel. James Sangster. Owen Seddon. Emily Catherine Shand. Mird Firdus Shukeri. Hemal Shukla. Peter Slade. Catherine Jane Slader. Bryony Alexis Smith. Carly Jane Smith. Katie Louise Smith. Diane Sandra Snyder. Rajiv Gagan Subbu. Natalie Jane Suff. Nathan Snerd. Sarah Ann Tadman. Jemima Tunung Tagal. Joanna Louise Handy. Alex Tardioli. Julianne Taylor. Christopher Templeman. Catherine Sian Thomas. Emma Claire Thomas.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol am dyrhiedwyd I mi derbaniad chwi I radd baglor mewn meddygaeth a baglor mewn llawfeddygaeth ac I holl frania radd hon. Congratulations.
Rhianwen Elizabeth Thomas. Rhys Llywelyn Thomas. Richard Mark Thomas. Ronald Kinam Tong. Glyn Torn. Ashley Jane Towers. Rhiannon Treville. Hannah Louise Trevitt. Philippa Jane Turner. Sarah Jane Turner. Tamlin Rhian Yudi. Sophie Vaughan. Victoria Lisa Wadden. Heather Louise Walker. Carolyn Elizabeth Wall. Juan Isaac Zakaria. Hayley Elizabeth Webb. Joseph Daniel Weekly. Owen Hugh Weeks. Hannah Louise Wells. Catherine Joanna Whitehouse. Sarah Whittle Williams. Rachel Claire Wybrow. Alison Shona White. Ailsa Marie Williams.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol am dyrhiedwyd I mi derbaniad chwi I radd baglor mewn meddygaeth a baglor mewn llawfeddygaeth ac I holl frenia radd hon. Congratulations.
Elizabeth Jane Williams. Helen Marie Williams. Hugh Lloyd Williams. Nia Ellen Williams. Eloise Anna Willis. Catherine Susan Wilson. Huyen Maya Wilson. Lucy Windsor. Kyle Yanez.
Rwy awdurdod a Prifysgol am ddiolchiadwyd I mi derbaniad chwi iro baglor mewn meddygaeth a baglor mewn llafeddygaeth ac I holl franiau rathon. Congratulations.
I, Professor David Winford Thomas, introduce those who have received the degree of Bachelor of Science. Naila Dinani. Sean Ellis Ebden. Mark Jeremy Fabian. Luke Gabriel Hopkins. Gareth Jones. Anishka Teacher. Inul Rushda Rajak. Catherine Hellis Roberts. Rory James Sharble. Laura Gillingham. Nicole Louise Martins. Samantha Cahill. Laura Ann Hannaford. Amber Shaheen Syed. Edward Hugh Wilkins. Priya Nathwani. Kerry William Price. Stephen John Roberts. Ruth Rosemary Tyler. Owen Hayes Williams. Bethany Marie Ania. Nicola Ruth Wood.
Rwy awdurdod a Prifysgol am ddiolchiadwyd I mi derbaniad chwi iro baglor mewn gwyddoniaeth ac I holl franiau rathon. Congratulations.
I, Professor Malcolm Jones, introduce those who have received the award of Postgraduate Certificate. Jason David Kennedy. Emmanuel Moka Lefafa Endley. Amira Mahdi.
Trwy awdurdod y Brifysgol a ymdrechiadwyd i mi derbaniaf chwi I dystysgrif olryddedig. Congratulations.
I, Professor Malcolm Jones, introduce those who have received the award of Postgraduate Diploma. Ian David Kettle. And Dean Simon Young.
Trwy awdurdod y Brifysgol a ymdrechiadwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I diploma olryddedig. Congratulations.
I, Professor Malcolm Jones, introduce those who have received the degree of Master of Science. Sian Mary Coxall. Emigi Joseph. Stephen Robert Haley. Christopher John Harrison. Carol Ann Laurie. Helen Pugsley. Tazim Haida Raza. Philip John Rees. Matthew James Stevens.
Trwy awdurdod y Brifysgol a ymdrechiadwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd athro mewn gwyddoniau ac I holl franiau'r radd hon. Congratulations.
I, Professor Malcolm Jones, introduce those who have received the award of Postgraduate Certificate. Vincent James Cassidy. And Michael Dowling.
Trwy awdurdod y Brifysgol a ymdrechiadwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I dystysgrif olryddedig. Congratulations.
I, Professor Malcolm Jones, introduce those who have received the award of Postgraduate Diploma. Jahanara Ferdous Khan. Vijayan Thamala Kumari Hamai Obeyesa Kere. Na Ajale Barno. Victoria Hewitt. Diane Sinclair. Mohammed Aziz Zuzun Adman. Bayonle Abadebayo Bello. Graham Ferns. Kathy Revelu Gapa Karan Rishnan. Rachel Ann Hooper. Lydia Cassia Sarson. Sadaf Asif Khan. Harold Christopher Cornfile. Marietta Languido. Silka Michaela Martini. Graham Parkinson. Ibrahim Adamola Salau. Charu Sharma. Radharishan Srinivasan. Titiana Chikieva. Mahadid Afer. Sarah Boyce. Wynne Cockrell. Rachel Lathbury. Ella Nisbet. Montasir Bashari. Madhub Mehrotra. Elizabeth Sandra Underhill.
Trwy awdurdod y Brifysgol am ddirieddwyd i mi derbaniad chwi i ddiploma olryddedig. Congratulations.
I, Professor Malcolm Jones, introduce those who have received the degree of Master of Public Health. Andrea Marianne Gartner. Margaret Higginbotham. Anne-Louise Hinchcliffe. Teo Fikat Bisola Jimo. Gaina Medi Jones. Helen Gina Jones. Anthony Alulalaja O Kofu Waruda Kutu. Sean Wynne Lingard. Stephanie Claire Pieper. Maria Oren.
Prwy awdurdod a brifysgol ymddiriedwyd di mi derbaniad chwi I radd athro mewn iechyd cyhoeddus a chi holl frania rathon. Congratulations.
Professor Malcolm Jones introduced those who have received the degree of Master of Science. Kathleen Francis Peace. Pranoy Barua. Deborah Brown. Rachel Louise Bush. Amon Eels. Gaynor Harrison. Catherine Elizabeth Morris. Susan Enid Bowes. Alison Mary Gregg. Amanda Hopkin. Fiona Mary O'Dear. Ghazala Matoug Mohammed Abdel Garda. Asuma Ala M. Abu Atwan. Alfituri Mohammed Alpha Slop. Itsam Al Karoubi. MD Kwamwarul Hassan Chowdhury. Ibtisam Mustafa El Mansouri. Sheriff Faraj M. Hamadad. Shahrukh Mohammed. Robert William Suho. Hugo Alexandra Marquez Moniz Corte Real Andrade. Paul Douglas Clark. Annabelle Catherine Williams. Elaine Nora Butler. Stephanie Louise Oates. Megan Ruth Pritchard.
Prwy awdurdod a brifysgol ymddiriedwyd di mi derbaniad chwi I radd athro mewn gwyddoniau ac I holl fyrania rathon. Congratulations.
Kate Harriet Simon. Jessica Abigail Carson. Larry Cross. Maureen Edgar. Andrew Victor Nelson. Kim Maria Tovey. Jonathan Hugh Williams. Samantha Ann Williams. Mandy Elizabeth York. Carrie Ann Bailey. Harriet Natasha Barker. Kathleen Tracy Bassett. Sharon Heathcote. Christine Rosemary Waters. Aoife Gleeson. Chiara May. David Kojo Cornelius. Julie Bryan. Nicola Jane Drake. Marjorie Diane Pierhella. Mohammed Najam Us Saki Khan. Thomas Harold McKinnell. Amand Rondas. Nicola Ruth Waters.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiheuriadwyd I mi derbaniad chwi I radd athro mewn gwyddoniau ac I holl ffraniau radd hon. Congratulations.
I, Professor Malcolm Jones, introduce those who have received the degree of Master of Philosophy. Louise Kingman.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiheuriadwyd I mi derbaniad chwi I radd athro mewn athroniau ac I holl ffraniau radd hon. Congratulations.
I, Professor Malcolm Jones, introduce those who have received the degree of Doctor of Medicine. Hayley Louise Archer. Mohammed Khurshid Azam Basra. Robert Christopher Guy Bracci. Ahmed M.O. Eklil Eb. Patrick Goon. Amit Goel. Mark Dean Haynes. Penelope Owen. Owen Rees Pearson. Aled Wyn Roberts. Poteth Sekumar Sudahir. Dennis Shuchang Watt.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol am ddirgedwyd I mi derbaniad chwi I radd doeth mewn y meddygau ag I holl Brenier Rathon. Congratulations.
I, Professor Malcolm Jones, introduce those who have received the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Melanie Louise Armstrong. Elizabeth Louise Ball. Gareth James Betts. Bethan Britt Compton. Martin Bullock. Karen Campbell. Kirsten Elizabeth Coles. Carolyn Dunford. Catherine Gordon-Smith. Michelle Victoria Hughes-Thomas. Mark James Kelly.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol am ddirgedwyd I mi derbaniad chwi I radd doeth mewn y throniaeth ag I holl Brenier Rathon. Congratulations.
Helen Jane Lewis. Mary John MacDonald. James Edward McLaren. Jonathan Morton. Jessica Shan Reid. Sadie Jane Redding. Andreas Michael Rosbach. Andrew James Saunders. Venkat Krishna C. Tamaraju. Rachel Mary Ward. Lin Ye.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol am ddirgedwyd I mi derbaniad chwi I radd doeth mewn y throniaeth ag I holl Brenier Rathon. Congratulations.
now come to an important and indeed a solemn part of the ceremony, and that is the recital of the medical oath. Can I ask all those of you who have received an initial diploma or degree in any aspect of healthcare to stand? And can I also invite the platform party to stand? The oath reader will declare the oath first in Welsh and then in English, and then I will ask you to agree the oath with the words, "I do."
Rwyf yn addo mai fy mwenoriaeth gyntaf fydd gofalu am fy nghleifion. Byddaf yn ystyriol wrth fy holl gleifion ac fe ymdrechaf i gyfarthrebu yn effeithiol a hwy. Byddaf yn parchu urddas ac annibyniaeth fy nghleifion ac yn parchu ei hawl i ymwneud yn llawn ar penderfyniadau ynglyn â'i gofal. Byddaf bob amser yn onest ac yn ddibynadwy, a byddaf yn parchu ac yn diogelu gwybodaeth gyfrinachol. Ni fydd fy naliadau personol yn ymharu dim ar y gofal a roddaf i'n cleifion. Gan gydnabod bod fy nghymhwysedd yn gyfyngedig, byddaf bob amser yn diweddaru fy ngwybodaeth am sgiliau proffesiynol. Os credaf nad dwi fi neu gydweithiwr yn addas i ymarfer, fe weithredaf yn gyflym i ddiogelu cleifion rhag risg. Ni byddaf yn camddefnyddio fy sefyllfa proffesiynol, ac fe weithiaf gyda chydweithwyr yn y ffyrdd gorau lles y cleifion. Ni fyddaf byth yn gwahaniaethu'n anheg yn erbyn fy nghleifion, na'm cydweithwyr, a byddaf bob amser yn barod i gyfiawnhau fy ngweithredoedd wrthynt. Rhoddaf yr addewid hwn ar fy llw o wirfodd ac o ddifrif calon. I promise that I will make the care of my patients my first concern. I will be considerate to all my patients and will strive to communicate effectively with them. I will respect my patients' dignity and autonomy and their right to be fully involved in decisions about their care. At all times, I will be honest and trustworthy, respecting and protecting confidential information. My personal beliefs will not prejudice my care of patients. Recognising the limits of my competence, I will keep my professional knowledge and skills up to date. If I believe that I or a colleague may not be fit to practice, I will act quickly to protect patients from risk. I will not abuse my professional position and will work with colleagues in the ways that best serve patients. I will never discriminate unfairly against patients or colleagues, and I will always be prepared to justify my actions to them. I make this promise solemnly, freely, and upon my honour.
Do you agree the oath? Can I now invite all of you who have received your awards this afternoon to stand so that you can receive the greetings of the President and the representative of the Students' Union.
Boed eich gofal yn wastad, dros lwydd ac yn hrydydd ein prifysgol, a'r lles ein byd. May your care ever be for the good name and success of our university and for the well-being of our world.
You are now members of the distinguished alumni of this university. May your association with the university be cherished and be constant throughout your life, and may your care ever be for the fellowship of our university and the welfare of all people.
Now, before you sit down, I'm sure that all you very proud graduates would like to join in a long-standing tradition at Cardiff at these ceremonies, and that is to pay a special tribute to your families and friends, and indeed to the academic staff who have supported you over many years and who have helped you reach this important point in your career today. Can I therefore invite you to turn around, to greet your family and friends, and to say a special and public thank you to them by giving them all an enthusiastic round of applause. I think I'll give that one 9 out of 10. Please be seated.
I'm sorry, I'm going to break with the script. I'm going to say to the young ones up there, the university is waiting for you. Vice-Chancellor, sir, I am proud to present Gerard Walsh as a Fellow of this university. In honouring Gerard Walsh, we also helped to honour a former professor at Cardiff University, Archie Cochrane. And you'll forgive me, Mr. Walsh, if I speak of Archie for just a moment. I've been at Cardiff long enough to remember Archie Cochrane, a man whose unassuming manner belied the impact his work made on medical science on a global scale. It was Cochrane who demonstrated that the effectiveness and efficiency of much medical practice was untested and not supported by rigorous evidence. His contribution has had an extraordinarily far-reaching impact. Evidence-based medicine is an intellectual paradigm now recognised and implemented the world over. And there are global Cochrane collaborations committed to enhancing the evidence of medicine today. Today's gold standard in medical research, the clinical trial, has its intellectual roots in Cardiff. Paradoxically, until recently, Cardiff had little tangible or visible means of recognising one of its most distinguished former members. For too long, the biblical cliché held true. The prophet is not without honour, save in his own country and in his own house. Gerard Walsh has changed that for us. Gerard Walsh is the director of Elysian Group, a consultancy firm that provides management solutions for customers in government, healthcare, and the private sector. Having graduated in economics from Cork University, he spent time as a management executive in a New York-based corporate finance company before becoming chief executive and proprietor of a series of companies. And he was founder, chief executive and chair of MPC Limited, which in 2000 became the Elysian Group. It was then that he established the Arkaga Charitable Trust, which has made a number of major philanthropic donations to charities and universities. Among the former, and there are many of them, is the establishment of a water desalination plant in Eritrea that helps local farmers to grow their own crops and so become self-sufficient. And it is a result of the generosity of Gerard Walsh and the Arkaga Trust that Cardiff University has been able to establish the first Archie Cochrane Chair in Public Health, an award that not only honours Cochrane himself, but will also help to confirm Cardiff's leading position in public health research, and which helps to underpin our collective commitment to improving the health of Wales, the United Kingdom, and indeed on a global scale. Yn rhydeddus is gan hellor, cyflwynaf I ti Gerard Walsh, fel camrawd ar anrhydedd Prifysgol Cardiff.
Rwy'r awdurdod a roddwyd I mi gan y cyngor derbaniadu fel cymrawd anrhydedd Prifysgol Caerdydd.
President, Vice-Chancellor, honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen. Those that, well, not many I guess, but those that would know me know that I'm a man of few words, and I prefer to leave my actions speak louder than my words. But I would like to thank the University for this award and this great honour here today. It's really something special for me, and it's something that I will treasure for the rest of my life. I've just got to say a few things and acknowledge a few people. And I've got to acknowledge Professor Mansell Aylward, who brought me to this university years ago, explained to me what the university was about, what it was trying to do, what the achievements and goals of the university was and is now becoming. And it was as a result of that and his persuasion and his counsel to me that I have supported and wish to continue to support this university in every way I can. I would also, he's not here today, but I've got to pay a respect and acknowledgement to Professor Martin Evans, whose work is groundbreaking on a world scale, and in the years to come will be, and I hope, acknowledged as something truly major in terms of mankind. So with that, again, I thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I thank you, Vice-Chancellor and President. I thank you very much for this award once more. Thank you.
Vice-Chancellor, Mr. Walsh, ladies and gentlemen, it's now my very great pleasure to introduce to you a young Irish soprano, current student at the Cardiff International Academy of Voice. She's accompanied by Miss Jane Samuel, and I invite you to enjoy with delight the voice of Miss Pamela Greenwood. She'll be singing the much-beloved O mio bambino caro, and you are about to be delighted. Welsh and the Irish are, of course, inextricably linked. They are, after all, Welsh who swum to the island of Ireland, and we are the Irish who walk back again. As President, it's now my duty to draw these proceedings to a close. Obviously, these graduation ceremonies are amongst the most pleasurable of all events in the university calendar, indeed in life itself. For everyone in the staff and everyone connected with the university, as well as parents, partners and friends, it's a real joy to see graduates with their new qualifications make their way across this stage with pride and indeed not a little relief. I'd say that was especially in the case of those whose balance with the mortarboard was rather precarious, and how young women can manage both the hat and the heels has always been beyond my understanding. But everybody survived, nobody fell down, not a single mortarboard went rolling, and there was no call for a doctor in the house. So, entirely successful as always, indeed as they should be. This is a wonderful day. It's a day of smiles, and that gives us all a new infusion of spirit. To the people who have graduated, I say that I hope that you have enjoyed your time in Cardiff. I hope that you feel confident that your studies have made a major contribution to your lives and careers, and I hope that you are determined to use your potential to the absolute maximum, both for your own fulfillment and in order to serve the needs of the wider world. To us, of course, you will always be Cardiff people, Holyogaeth Cardiff, and we hope that you will carry that identity proudly wherever you work, wherever you live, whoever you influence in the world. We also hope that you use what is now the considerable advantage of associating with our worldwide alumni network. I've got one request, and this is unique to this year, I do assure you, and it's to do with the fact that this is the university's 125th year. Rather than try and get some medallion struck or pay for a statue or have some inanimate way of recording this anniversary, we thought it would be much better to establish a fund that will provide 125 more bursaries and scholarships for future Cardiff students. My request, therefore, is that if you can manage any contribution, either those who have graduated or their friends, their family, in order to support that cause, it'll be much appreciated. We are not looking for huge subscriptions, although if somebody wants to make one, well, we're not going to turn them away. We wouldn't be so discourteous. What we really need is the commitment so that you can increase opportunity for others to study, to succeed, to enjoy a day like today. In the meantime, I wish each and every one of you good fortune, good health, and every success in the future. Song gyfarchiadau iechyd da a phob llwyddiant. Diolch yn fawr iawn.